The number one thing I've seen people posting on recently is LinkedIn.
Okay, let's get into it. LinkedIn Lunatics.
And so we've kind of every episode or every other episode, we want to have a segment here where we kind of show the worst of LinkedIn, I would say, because I think there's a lot of good on LinkedIn, but a lot of like slop on LinkedIn, a lot of people who have no idea what the hell they're doing with their lives and are kind of just like rude and mean.
Yeah.
So I have two for you guys today. I'm gonna read them out.
Wait, let's do the segment so we can clip it. Yeah.
Okay, you wanna introduce it?
I'll do it. Yeah. This is LinkedIn Lunatics, the biggest lunatics on LinkedIn.
All right. So number one, this is by Toby Goldstein. Her bio goes, building teams and leaders. Okay.
Yes.
20,000. That's how much a client of mine realized they were overpaying a secretary. She's loyal, dedicated, does her job well, but her work does not justify her salary. How did this happen? I asked. They told me we raised her every year. She's been here a long time. I asked, has her workload increased? Does she do higher level work now? No. Yes, raises should reflect loyalty and cost of living. But no, you don't pay a secretary over 100K just because she's been here a while. Here's my advice. Set clear salary ranges for every role and stick to them. Make raises reflect the work being done, not just tenure. Raises are tricky. Done right, they motivate. Done wrong, they cost you. So, how do you handle raises in your team? Now, keep in mind, so her post got about like 20 likes, 31 comments. So she definitely got ratioed in the comment section. How do you guys feel about this? I'll go first. I think it's very silly now, and it's very reflective of our current society that loyalty does not matter anymore. The company can do whatever the hell they want to you. It does not matter. But like for some reason, the employee always has to be loyal to the company. It doesn't make sense. Like there's not a two-way street. And historically, I think you can talk to like boomers and like Gen X and stuff. They're like, yeah, like I've been working at my company for 25 years. I could not even fathom doing that anymore. Like I've been at some of my startups for like 8 or 9 months, and I'm like, dude, like it's time to go. And I think part of that is, one, it's because I'm young, but two, it's like, these companies do not care about you. Like I truly believe, we saw this during the COVID layoffs.
Yep.
We saw this in the AI layoffs. These companies do not care about you. And so like there's no reason to be loyal to them. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I mean, quick story on the subject. I learned this early in my career because like I mentioned, when I started working, it was during the time of all the layoffs, and I had a really good friend who had interned at the company I was working at for like every summer of college. Really smart guy, Harvard graduate, and I was chatting with him on our work chat essentially, and then I was like this is when the layoffs happened, like the day of. I was like, oh, like you good? He was like, yeah, like I think I'm good, bro. You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And like if we could chat with each other, that means we were both good. And then like 5 minutes later, I couldn't chat him anymore. They laid him off, bro. So like early on, I learned like, dude, like you have to look out for yourself as an employee, right? Like you deliver high quality work, like do your best, but in the end of the day, like you are looking out for yourself because no one in the corporate world is gonna look out for you.
And you have to understand who these businesses are gonna optimize for how much money they're spending,
it's
how they're gonna make
about
the most
profit,
money as well. And I think a lot of the times people are like, you gotta be loyal to the company, and then they're gonna reward you back. Probably not most of the time.
Probably not. I mean, we've seen like this in tech all the time with acqui-hires. I mean, what was that big company? I don't remember. That got acqui-hired by Google. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not sure which one.
Yes, Windsurf.
NVIDIA acquired. Oh yeah, they did Windsurf. NVIDIA did Grok.
Windsurf. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about Windsurf.
Yeah.
Where like, dude, these guys had equity in this company.
Oh, like the employees.
Yeah, the employees had equity in this company. Google goes, all right, we'll acqui-hire you, meaning we'll hire like the top talent, and then we'll just hire license the software of this.
So it's not an equity.
So
not
everyone
equity
lost all their equity.
Yeah.
So they could have made millions of dollars. They made nothing.
Yeah, and they gave up so much of their young life and like so much of their career time
Yeah.
building that company, right?
Yeah, this is not a big tech. This is 60, 70-hour weeks.
Yeah.
Building something that you think you can at least in the future, something that you believe in, or like you can at least like make some money off of because you have equity in the company. And they diluted everyone's equity. They just didn't give them it. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
And so the best piece of advice I got in my work career is like, it's just a job. At the end of the day,
True.
Like unless it's your startup or something like that, it's just a job.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, that's one of the reasons like you felt like leaving your previous company was just like, you're just an employee at the end of the day. It's like, what are you really building that reflects you as a person?
I think this is an interesting like segue or like to a conversation we talked about like yesterday, I think, with kind of how like older, like I think Gen Xers and boomers might view Gen Z. And I've heard this from so many people that like one of the things they don't like about Gen Z is that we view job as just a job, whereas like for them, it defined them. So I don't know, I would just love to pick your guys' brains on that and just bring that discussion up because I think that was really, like it's an interesting like kind of dichotomy in how we, different generations view things.
In the past, a job could have supported you.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, my neighbor
That's
back
true.
home in Union City
Hey.
bought his house, sent both his kids to college, working as a like delivery driver,
Yeah.
a USPS delivery driver.
Yeah.
You could not do that today. That's not happening. And so people get mad. Oh, Gen Z doesn't care about the jobs. No, we care about our jobs. I'm not gonna kill myself over my job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clock in. I'm gonna do my work. If it's 6 p.m., like that's I'm good. I'm like I don't need to like have all nighters working for you when you can literally fire me tomorrow if
Yeah.
you feel like it. If there's layoffs, you're gonna fire me tomorrow. Gas is expensive. Healthcare is expensive.
Come on.
Housing is expensive. Rent is expensive.
There we go.
Like none of my
Tax
friends
on.
are getting hired. Like why would I care? Like I don't care about my job. Like it doesn't matter. I don't want to get fired. But at the same time, like I'm not gonna give you my all because you're not gonna give that to me back.
Yeah, I think it's like irrelevant to say that these people like Gen Z's lazy just because we're looking out for our own benefit.
Yeah.
I mean, what? It's our life at the end of the day, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Maslow's hierarchy of
Yeah,
you know, like,
needs,
we gotta
yeah, there we
start.
go.
We gotta
There we
feel
go.
secure,
Uh-huh.
feel comfortable, and then we feel like we
Yeah.
want to give back.
Yeah.
And like, oh, Gen Z doesn't care about the jobs. We have people working, we know people working full-time jobs, sharing rent, living at home.
Yeah.
Because they
Yeah.
can't afford it. Full-time jobs.
Yep.
What more do you want from these people? Two
Exactly.
jobs?
Yeah.
Like what is like, come on, dude. So it's ridiculous. That kind of segments into my next LinkedIn
Perfect.
lunatics. Okay, this is by Anna Romero. She's chief of staff at Subject. Okay.
Okay.
People love to go straight to the. Let me start again. People love to go straight to the extreme. Anytime I talk about our company attendance policy, someone jumps to, but what if there's a catastrophic incident or accident? What if someone's car literally explodes on the highway? Okay, I get it. But those scenarios represent about 0.01% of real life. The other 99.9% of the time, people are just plain late. And that's exactly why Subject built one of the strictest attendance policies you will ever see. If you're even 1 minute late, you stay 2 hours late or take a PTO day. If you're 20 minutes late, it's automatically a PTO day. And if you're late in your first 30 days, you're fired. We tell people up front to show up early every single day. Is it intense? Of course. But it sets the tone from day one. This company does not tolerate BS. Everyone's time is valuable. The company's time is valuable. And your team's time is valuable. So being on time is the bare minimum. And if someone can't hit the bare minimum, they're not going to survive here anyway. So why pretend otherwise? We're building a culture where respect is non-negotiable, expectations are clear, and no one wastes anyone else's time. If it feels extreme, it's worth asking why accountability feels more outrageous than an exploding car.
Yeah.
22 likes, 31 comments on this one too. How do you guys feel about this one?
That's ridiculous. Or I'll put it this way, right? I think if one thing I learned about being a PM is like one of the biggest things in an Eng team or any team really is like your morale. Like how do people feel when you are more motivated, when you care about your teammates? Like you're gonna work harder. I think she has this line right that's about like everyone's time is valuable, the company's time is valuable, blah 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 blah. If you had the right company culture set forth, people wouldn't disrespect other people's time. That would happen naturally. Enforcing like rules like that to get people to do certain things to me just breeds a toxic company culture from the beginning.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy.
Dude, if you're even 1 minute late, you stay 2 hours later.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, they're really like inflicting like a Coach Boone football mentality
Yeah.
on this, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like you're a minute late, you run suicides, Coach Carter-esque. Man, like I just looked up Subject. It's a B2B curriculum company, which is cool. Educating
Okay.
the kids, I love that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
for sure, for sure.
Man,
Shout
this
out,
is
shout
kind of
out.
crazy. You're bringing like a very strict classroom environment into this.
Yeah.
Where I mean, these people are
Also, like if I'm seeing this on LinkedIn, why would I ever apply to your company?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not, you're like your chief of staff. You should be trying to put up the greatest place
Yeah,
to work.
exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
No, this is.
Yeah.
And then people talk about Gen Z doesn't work hard. It's like, bruh.
Yeah.
like, this is ridiculous.
I'll give them one thing, I guess, like, at least they were upfront about it, right? At least,
Yeah, true.
So shout out to them for that, I guess.
Like I do like the intensity. I do like the vigor. But at the end of the day, also this is not a great look.
Yeah, it's just not.
And like I was saying, I don't think you have to write that in the rules, right? Like if you set forth that attitude, if your founders set forth that attitude and set that as the bar, if people care about the company, which is the type, you want people who want to do stuff. Because
Right.
when you care about something, you're always going to work harder than if someone's forcing you to do that thing. So
And
yeah.
making a LinkedIn post is crazy.
Yeah,
You
this
know?
is- yeah,
the,
this
thing,
is-
the things people do for some LinkedIn impressions.
22 likes, man. I hope it was worth
Yeah.
it.